Yeah, we're back. Sit your podcast down. I'm Reek. Bell's here. McFly's here. G is here.
Sure.
We were just talking about Nas's one hot album every 10-year average, and he's about due for one more good album.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's I came to the conclusion. I went through his I could go through it right now, man. He really and I was being generous.
Please go through it right now.
I was being generous, man, and I'm just on iTunes, okay? So we're going to go with Illmatic, of course. Yes. All right? Great album. It was written. People love that album, but it's good.
I like that album.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stillmatic. I'm sorry. I am.
Fire.
I am.
Stillmatic is fire. I like I am.
Stillmatic had Braveheart Party on it.
I took it off my iTunes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now he's changing the album around? He's just going to take off tracks?
He got his. He got one mic. Got yourself a gun. Ether.
Stillmatic is a classic to me. I just had to take it off.
My country.
All right. Yeah, no, it's a classic.
The album is good, but that one song.
Okay. All right. G. So this is where I am.
You going out of order, though.
No, my bad. I'll start from all the way from the order. I'm just going through, my iTunes. So you got Illmatic in 94.
I Am. Let me look at I Am real quick.
See, the fact that you got to look at it, that's all I need to know.
Are you listing the good albums? This is what you're listing the good albums.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the good ones. So I Am, Illmatic, it was written, Stillmatic, I Am, Godson.
No.
He got
as a good
Chris Webber produced on Godson.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I forgot about that.
Okay. All right. I'm not.
He got Warrior. He got Book of Rhymes.
No, Alicia Keys produced. Which one? Alicia Keys produced.
No, that was on the other right. That was on the other one. Okay, then we got. Can't forget about Nasir.
Let me see.
Yeah, yes, we can. We can forget about it. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, we can.
I'll give you that. Do that count?
Yes.
I was about to say, that an album?
Yes. That's
Nasir.
That's like a.
That's Kanye.
That's his latest one.
Yeah, we're not counting that one.
Cop shot the kid.
Yeah, you can't count that one.
No, yes, you can.
What about Lost Tapes 2?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't make it there yet. All right. You can't forget my all-time favorite, Nostradamus. With Millennium Thug.
Come on, man. That one go hard too a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
If you play it like 5 times back to back, you gotta feel it.
He said, "No, it doesn't."
No, it doesn't.
Nostradamus starts out fire and then just
you gotta let it marinate.
Gets
really bad.
Nah, you gotta turn it off. You gotta turn that shit off.
Hey, I'm not done yet. Hip hop is dead. Awful.
It is dead. It was.
Yeah, that album was the dirt on it.
That album did kill it.
Okay.
Come on, man. He got whoa. Come on. He got
he didn't bring it back
4 or 5. Huh? He got like every single rapper got like 4 or 5 on.
No, they don't.
On their tracks.
No.
He got a good 4 or 5 on that one.
Okay. All right. What about the Nas album, or I call it the nigga album?
You made a statement. What you mean?
That's a statement that is not good. Okay. You can't forget about the.
Yeah, he had some hits that
he had Hero.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the mixtape better than the album. The mixtape was fire.
All right, and then we got Life is Good, which is really a good album. So I'm not going to hate on that. But then we have Distant Relatives.
Oh shit.
G.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know what the crazy thing is? You know one thing, the one I didn't mention, but it's Reek's favorite
Street
album.
Disciple.
The double album. So it's technically 8 and 9.
See, Distant Relative. So I like reggae personally. I listen to reggae, ska, and all that. So I like Distant Relative. It's just if that's not what you with, that's not what you with. I don't know what to tell you.
Nah.
Okay. What about Street's Disciple?
me look at the track list. I don't remember.
It's nothing to remember.
Yo, so
Yeah,
how many is that?
I'm good on that one. I don't want, you can keep that one.
How many is that? That's 6, right? Minimum.
I mean,
That's more than a lot of people in their career, man.
But again, the if you're talking about like where he's supposed to be in rap, as far as what he's talked
He
about,
there. Not where he's supposed to be. He there.
Off of Illmatic.
I'm sorry.
He has more than Illmatic, though.
He's got more than Illmatic, but he has the least amount of a top end dude.
Illmatic is like Lawrence Hill's miseducation. He doesn't have to do anything else after that.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, he really has.
I mean, he really hasn't.
So let's stop. Y'all just doing this to troll me like I be trolling y'all. So I get it. I'm gonna let it rock. We gonna continue this. I'm gonna let it rock.
No,
but I see
I've
through
told you from day one, he is the most overrated dude that's supposedly a top 10 rapper. He is the most overrated in that top 10 list.
How about
everybody else? You could say is a good claim to be there. That
he
one
gets a lot of passes.
It's a lot of you did Illmatic, so we gonna let this rock and this rock and this rock and this rock.
Y'all be letting some trash stuff slide though.
Who? What?
It's a long stretch of bad albums.
It's a
like a 6-year stretch of not good work. Matter of fact, he on that stretch right now.
That's why we think he must be due because he been hitting up. Some
Life is
trash.
Good was in 2012, so you know
he's due.
He's due. I need him to do something though, like soon.
Like,
don't worry about it.
Well,
neither is he apparently. That's why he keep doing this shit.
What are you doing? He's selling liquor now. That's what he doing.
What Hennessy? Yeah, he's selling Henny. He in a Henny commercial.
Well, I heard
Voiceover.
they pay him in Henny.
Huh?
No, I'm joking.
They pay.
Nah, it's a known drunk.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Let me stop, man.
getting paid
All
in
right.
Henny.
The Lakers.
The Lakers. Ugh.
Are the Lakers in trouble?
It depends on who you ask in the media.
Yes.
According to
Your
Kings,
Here, G, go. Mr. G, right? Yeah. What's your opinion? Go ahead.
y'all want me to speak on this?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your world.
I think the Lakers are always in trouble because they're overrated every year that LeBron's been on the team. Personally, I just think they're not that good in the first place. I think as long as AD's healthy and he can replicate, I don't know, 40, 20, and 7, they'll be okay. Other than that,
That's real. That was you being real. That's really sarcastic. I like it.
I mean,
40
like
and 20.
he dropped 40 and they were still like close in the game when they beat the Clippers. I'm like,
40
that's
and
a
20?
fact. Yeah, 40. Oh, he had 20 at rebounds that game, but he had like 40, and it was still like they may lose. I'm like, that's a problem. If you drop into 40 and you have LeBron, fucking James in your team, and y'all still struggling against a man, 2-man down. Everyone. Did they lose to the wait? Didn't the Nets just beat them?
No,
Who beat
the
them?
Nets beat
What?
the Clippers.
What?
Nets
That's
beat the Clippers.
they're in trouble too.
Lakers just lost.
This is the preseason. Why y'all even counting this?
Okay.
It is the preseason for those teams because they know they're gonna make the playoffs regardless. But I mean, if the Clippers are theoretically in trouble when they lose, then so are the Lakers.
And the Lakers are on a losing streak.
Like
Yeah, I've been on Twitter record saying that I'm not really concerned with the Lakers or the Clippers because I got like at first when the games first started I thought they were just coasting, but now I'm a little bit more concerned with the Lakers because their issue isn't so much coasting, they just can't shoot, and that's just something like you just can't just turn on like, oh, playoff start, we're gonna start making shots.
But
like,
they didn't design a team that could shoot though. That's what I never understood about
Well,
like them.
yes,
being
they
excited.
did. They got
Who?
KCP.
Oh,
and JR
and JR and Deion Waiters. Those are all
and Caruso.
And a
He's
bunch
supposed
of
to be able to shoot.
those are a bunch of knockdown shooters, man.
Danny Green.
Danny Green.
Danny Green only show up in the finals.
Quinn Cook.
One game maybe at this point.
Danny Green's the ultimate.
Did LeBron say he activated playoff Bron yet? That's all I want to know.
Yes.
I never knew he turned it off. I thought he activated it last year.
Last year they lost when he activated. Like maybe he needs a new battery.
They did. He turned up, and it was just like it's just not enough.
So my thing, like looking at the Lakers, is they have a really, really big identity crisis, right? Because what people don't want to say is that Anthony Davis is actually the best player on the team. If you look at all the numbers, he's the best player.
Oh, without a doubt.
As far as not assists, but everything else, rebounds, steals, blocks, everything. And he controls how they play defense. Mm-hmm. So, but by him not wanting to be the best player, there's an issue. And I'll put it as similar to with them in Miami. Remember how LeBron was the best player when they first lost to Dallas? But they had that dilemma between, is it Wade's team and LeBron? I hate to use that because that's so media-ish when they say, is it Wade's team or LeBron's? But that dilemma of who are we going to go to first? That's where I seen, because LeBron's trying to play point, and he like, I'm going to pick my spots. But not being funny, LeBron really isn't a scorer like that to be picking his spots. So he should always try to stay in rhythm. And
he can't turn it on like that.
Yeah, because he can't be on. And this is all due respect to the great LeBron James, but he can't shoot. So if you can't shoot and you don't get your calls and you can't make free throws, it's hard to actually get a rhythm opposed to Anthony Davis, where he could shoot better, he scores easier,
he shoots free throws better. He gets fouled more often.
He money from the line.
They say he leads the team in free throw percentage.
Yeah, he's money.
So
I think they should. Go ahead.
I was saying the biggest problem is AD is a beta male. That's what
God damn,
I didn't want to say that.
That's what he is at the end of the day. And here's the thing.
He's a beta.
He's a beta male. And this is the thing that people, they should have known he was a beta male back when he was in college. Now, because people ignore because he won a championship. But in that championship game, he didn't really shoot well in the first half, which is fine. It's happened. Nerves, all that type of stuff. But here's when the beta came in. He told everybody else, I'll just play defense. Y'all shoot the ball. If you're the man and you want to be the man, you're not going to say something like that. I'm not telling Michael Kidd-Gilchrist to shoot more than me.
Reed,
you know what I mean?
Who was on that team? Wasn't the Harrison twins on that team?
No. It was
that was
Gilchrist.
That was with Cat. Okay.
No, Cat wasn't on that team.
No, I said that was with Cat.
Oh, yeah, he was with Cat. Yeah. It was like Gilchrist and trash. You know what I mean? Not good enough for him to be saying, y'all shoot, I'll play defense.
Yeah.
So, but people never noticed
that thing he did in the locker room.
Yeah, that
was sick.
I mean, y'all gotta share for the people. Share for the people.
Y'all
maybe don't know.
People can go Google Anthony Davis
I don't want to
locker room.
Yeah,
and then you'll see.
Yeah,
he enjoyed himself too much.
Yeah,
but
he had his tongue out. It was crazy.
But
crazy.
But like they want, like Mel was saying, LeBron is like he's 35, 36 years old. Anthony Davis should be the A guy. He should be the guy that they go to. He should be the guy that they close with. And LeBron just kind of be Oscar Robertson when he was with Kareem. You know what I mean? Just going like basketball history. Like you just, I'll set everything up. I'll pick and choose my spots. But ultimately, you're the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Anthony Davis is such a beta. He's kind of forcing LeBron to be the guy. And I don't think LeBron wants to have that role all the time anymore.
And what he's good at, he's not good at. Not being funny. He doesn't jump, and this is all due respect because he doesn't supposed to, but he's not jumping as high. So
I think he's missing his medicine.
He's not as strong. He looks.
No, he's strong. He's strong.
He was
a combination of strength in the air. Is 275 coming at you in the air. Now he's not in the air, so it's really just 275 at you coming at you on the ground. So it's not like that big dude jumping 47 inches in the air. It's the big dude that's about to do a power layup.
That's what he's out there to do.
Also, see, the way the Lakers are designed, they're not designed for the way LeBron wants to play. LeBron is I'm gonna kick it to the corner. You hit the open jumper guy. They don't have any of those.
That's
guys.
why I never understood the team construction. You going back to what you said. It's not a team built that's made for him. You need more guys that can just catch and shoot. You don't got that.
And so the thing is, you can't run with them because they old.
Yeah, they're not the youngest team.
And you got a bunch of old. You got a bunch of old guys that really. I mean, they're like J.R. Waiters. They're scorers that can shoot, but they're not shooters.
They're give me the ball, I'll cook somebody, but like I'm not going to stand in the corner.
They need to fill the ball.
I need to be the I need to kick. I need to drive. I need to get into the paint. Like I got to get going.
Yeah,
and they don't. That's never been conducive to who LeBron plays. That's why Wade had such a hard time adjusting because he's like, yo, I want to do the shit that you do. I had the ball top of the key and go attack.
Chris Bosh.
They turned him into a go sit in the corner. Go sit your ass in the corner.
Tell me he's not looking like Anthony Davis. And I told Reek this.
I think Anthony Davis is choosing to be Chris Bosh.
Whatever.
That may be the first time I've heard anybody say that shit anywhere.
What?
He said he's choosing to be Chris Bosh.
Anthony Davis, like the other game when they lost to the Pacers, Anthony Davis, TJ Warren or MJ Warren.
MJ
Warren. Yo, that man's a beast. I don't know what happened. He got LeBron juice, by the way. That's what happened.
The secret stuff. The secret stuff like on Space Jam.
He got the secret stuff. Secret stuff.
But like but Anthony Davis, like MJ Warren is on you. Why are you trying to do your Kevin Durant impression? Just post him up. You got him by like 6. You got him by like 5 inches.
I mean, that's just
40 pounds.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
that's the game, man. People like it's sometimes it's so easy. It's just they don't do it. I don't understand. We talk about KP with that shit. Like, yo, back a motherfucker down. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand.
See the
speaking of Portland,
yo, go ahead, Dame.
Hey, free throw Dame.
Free throw Dame. He's been a little emotional.
My man Dame was hot. He was hot.
My man Dame said, I sent them home last year, so they probably just mad.
They mad I sent them home last year. Like, what's that got to do with right? You missed 2 free throws against 12, 13, 14, and 15 on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to get Doc tried to give you the game.
Yeah.
But it was a bad look for my boy.
How about this? People, you're saying that he missed those free throws, but like I said, the only time he didn't want to attempt a 3-point bomb was against Boston the week before.
Yeah, like it's
he
time
gave
to
it
have
up for a 2-pointer when they down 3.
It's time to have an honest conversation about Dame Lillard because I'm a Dame guy. I was like the first, our old.
You can't
Facebook.
say that with what you're about to say.
I am.
I feel like I don't like where this is going. I don't know where this is going already.
I'm a Dame guy. It's Murder Reek time. Murder Reek time. Got the do-rag on. Okay.
Nah, I don't like where this is going.
Look, I've been a Dame guy. I even back in the Facebook group, the old Facebook group, the basketball group I was telling people about Dame and Weber State. Dame's game has not changed since Weber State.
Mm-mm. He shoots
and what people and I know people hate Skip Bayless, so they've been on Skip Bayless today because Dame was like, "Oh, you sound real different on the phone," and blah 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 blah. Dame, for one, he has big time clutch moments in the first round.
Big facts.
After the first round, do we hear or know of anything that Dame does after the first round?
Well, I mean, he has to get there and
no, he was in the conference finals last year.
I mean,
what did he do in the conference finals?
Who did he play though?
No,
that's not fair. Who did he play?
No,
The Warriors without KD.
It is fair.
That's still the Warriors.
No,
like you forget they won before
No,
he got there.
It's the whole
fair.
thing is.
Let me say this real quick. I'm sorry for cutting you off. It's fair because they blew 17, 15, 13 point leads. And that's literally because I say this all the time. The one thing Dame doesn't have is a sense of time. If you up by 4 with a minute left, he's going to try that bomb.
Which he does.
He's going to play the same way. Situational basketball is what you really call it. That's his situational basketball is really, really low because the 2 times they lost, you're supposed to get good possessions. It's not even about making a shot. And Reed can tell you this because he a coach. It's not even always about making a shot. It's about getting a good possession. It's times where he's going to put up a shot where you really don't need. You just need a solid possession where you get an easy rebound or grind the defense out. And most importantly, give your defense time to set. When you have a long 3-pointer, it leads to a fast break. And Dame doesn't have that.
Dame, when it comes down to it, and I love Dame, but his basketball IQ isn't as high as it should be for an elite point guard. And like I said, no second, third one. Like even look last year, second round against Denver. CJ McCollum carried them that whole series.
Yes.
Dame didn't have a good series.
He did go up that series.
Dame didn't have a good series against the Warriors. And then and then Anthony Davis has one playoff win series, one series win. Who's that against?
Dame.
And
it's like terrible then.
And they asked, and I remember, I think it might have been on the podcast, something like that, where Anthony Davis said, well, we know all he's talking to CJ McCollum, all you and Dame will do is just shoot.
Yep. And that's the thing. So he needs to sometimes be a little more because but he seems like he only not, and I'm saying this with all due respect to his game, but my point guard shouldn't be my best scorer.
I mean, yes and no.
No.
I don't mind it.
Now,
I mean, ideally not, but that's the game now, though. Like that's
none of them point guards have won nothing except Steph.
I mean,
and he wasn't even the best scorer in the times that they won.
I mean, the one he won, yeah.
Well, he still didn't win MVP, is what I'm saying.
He should.
I mean, that he should have. That's a whole nother can of worms. We ain't going to that.
What I'm saying is, Steph in that final, Steph wasn't putting up 30 a night. He's put like it's a
no.
I don't want
that one finals he put up numbers.
30
26.
It's a big difference between 30 and 20 and 26, and we know that. That's 4 points, but it's a big. That's like saying it's a 25 and 30 is the same. Yes, you rounding up. It's a big difference.
I mean, that's like in a 5-game series. I mean, 4 times 5, that's 20 points. I mean, I guess.
No, it's
I get what you're saying,
30,
but like
the average 30, you got to take probably 2 or 3 more shots.
I get that, but I'm saying like even averaging 26, the series he had, he should have got the Finals MVP.
No, he should.
It was straight disrespect. There was no other way to put that. It was pure disrespect for that.
Nobody's debating that. But you also play a totally different style of basketball than Steph because Steph plays. He's a point guard, but he's not bringing the ball up. It's a lot of motion in the Golden State offense. Portland doesn't have that motion, so he's attacking like a scorer. Opposed to Steph, who coming off screens, popping, and everything else.
Yeah, Steph definitely moves way more. I mean, it's more of a movement off.
So Dame is approaching it as a primary one scorer, and Steph is getting a lot of shots, a lot of points in the flow of offense.
I think Dame
a lot less people touching the ball when Dame scores.
And I agree. I think Dame. The reason why Dame and Westbrook hate each other,
they're the same
guy. Because they're the same guy.
They are the same guy.
One just shoot better.
But I think Westbrook, even though they're both emotional, I'm starting to see you can trigger Dame a little bit quicker than you can trigger Westbrook. Because Dame, if he's anything like his sister, who was
Damn, Rick.
look, she turned on like
he said he got the do-rag on.
He
He ain't playing no
He crossed the line.
games.
she went at Paul George, Pat Bev, and then like it's like that's fine. You came at them, that's good. But what Paul George's wife got to do with anything?
Yeah.
She went
That's what
she
she's
went
supposed
there
to
and
do.
then like just keep it on Paul George and Pat. They laughing at him. It was funny. Like you brick 2 free like you missed 2 free throws bad.
It was.
And then,
funny.
and then Pat Bev, you were talking to Pat Bev the whole game. Like, people don't realize that, which is why Pat Bev was making fun of him. Because Dame was talking trash to him, like, I want you out here. I want you out here, blah, 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 blah. Like, you can look at it, like, he was doing that. So Dame laughed.
But in
Paul
reality,
George
though,
laughed.
Pat Bev probably talks the most for a guy who's, like, the fifth
Not good.
option on a team than
He-
anybody ever.
But
He's-
that's
he's
People talk
on the
about
Clippers,
people talk
he's
about
like-
Drake. People talk about Draymond like that. Like, dude, Pat
Yeah,
Bev
that's
is
his
probably
job.
Pat Bev is a troll of the NBA.
But that's
He
his
is
job.
the troll. It
That's
is his
his
job.
job.
I'm just saying, he talks a lot for a troll. I'm
That's
just
his
saying.
job.
It is
Dame
his job.
gets
But
into it. And I want to say that's
And
probably why
guess
he
who else
sucks
got
in-
into it with Pat Beverly?
But I was going to say that's probably why he sucks in the second, third round because nobody talks to him.
But
Second, third round, now you playing Steph. You know what I mean? Now you playing
all Steph gonna do is hit a in your face and then shimmy and shit.
right. Yeah,
But-
you're not
Shoot
like
some
you're not
jump.
talking. Yeah, you're not talking to a troll. You're not playing.
He could be
trolls.
like, "Good defense, bro."
else
He
doesn't
gonna
like
walk
Pat Beverly?
away. He gonna piss you off. I can see being mad playing against Curry. This man put up from 45 feet and laugh. Some disrespectful shit. Ain't got time for that.
yeah, but the whole thing
Westbrook
like Dame
doesn't
has
like
been.
him either.
Say it again.
Westbrook doesn't like Beverly neither.
Don't
No,
nobody
they-
like Beverly.
Nobody.
That's-
likes
but
that
they
is his
have-
job,
both of them
though.
have a
But-
thing.
But the thing is, Pat Beverly can't get under. Like he can't get under Steph's skin. He can't get under Kyrie's skin. Like he can only get under them two because they're both emotional.
Yeah. They're the
Like,
same guy.
Dame
They have the
went
same
like
number.
Dame went and called Paul George a team hopper and all this other stuff. Now people totally forget. Like a few years ago, they asked Dame who he wanted on his team, and he said,
Oh, you
Paul
saw
George."
you saw I had it on IG. I was like, damn man, that shit crazy. You was
Yeah, he's like,
you were saying, come join me, Paul
"Nah,
George.
you want him to hop to your team? Like, like
Then he didn't. He's like, man, y'all fake.
right. Y'all chumps. Y'all are chumps.
He's at home in Portland. That's a big part of why he wants to stay there because he's like extremely comfortable. So he's not. It's not home.
He moved 20 people there.
No, he didn't move 20 people there. He's saying like people came. Like, of course, he got his mom and his sister. Yeah, but then where Dame from? I don't think they were that productive in Oakland. So it's time
Well, they
for-
probably got
Damn.
gentrified out of Oakland.
yeah, but
Yo,
yeah,
the housing market over there is crazy. So
Yeah. welfare.
he wasn't
welfare in that
buying
area
10
is like
houses.
6 figures.
oh yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
You could get welfare if you were like making 100,000.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
But he was saying how he's so comfortable there, and that's part of the reason. So you really not even playing a home game. I mean, you're not really away from home. Like Paul George really wanted to go to LA in the first place to be near home.
Man,
That was his reason. Like even when he left Portland, remember he's supposed to go to the Lakers.
Dame need to leave and come to the Knicks.
Who?
He should. He should
Dame
come to a
need
real
leave and
market.
come to the Knicks.
Come to
You
a
can't
real
hang in
market.
New York.
To losing the cold.
Yo, come on.
Yo,
that's
honestly,
Better
G,
better living in Portland.
G, literally, I will fucking boot you. I will literally kick you off and
Nah,
like.
yo. Not
I'm just
just
telling
rain.
you.
It rains every day in Portland.
Nah, listen, yo, like
And it's just as cold there. Like they
Yeah.
further north than we are. What you mean?
the Knicks, it's near Canada.
Right.
Like, but the Knicks,
Right by Vancouver.
yeah, but it's so bad. Like, that's such a bad franchise. Like, and most importantly, he can't handle the meat. If he can't only handle Skip Bayless, it's about 70 Skip Baylesses.
I don't
And that's
think
just in
I
the
don't think he
newspaper.
can't handle the media. I just think he'll talk back. I don't feel okay. When KD talks, I feel it burns him inside as a person. Like it hurts
Yeah.
him. When KD talk, he'd be like, "Man, shut up." I think like to me, it seems like when Dame talk, he's more like, Man, you a clown. Like I could see him on there like, you a clown. Like Katie staying up at night. Like he thinking about it. Like seriously.
Yeah, Katie's really
Boy,
bothering.
do he back it up.
I mean, he
that's
can
what I
ball.
want. And that's what I want Dame to do.
He backs it up, boy.
If he gets out the first round, I want to see second round Dame.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Dame time in the first round. That's what he does.
I'm not even going to say that. I mean, KD backs it up, but I mean, he didn't win shit until he went to go to the Warriors. So let's see what he does after that. I'm not even going to say he backed it up because they was up, 3-1 or 3-2? And then
he's playing with, he was playing with another Dame.
Honestly, he could have been playing with everybody on this call right now. They should have won that series. Let's keep it a buck. They let them boys go off, and if he was really that dude, he wouldn't have let that happen.
Clay,
you can't be top 3 in the league and let that shit happen.
Clay went nuts game 6.
Then you go guard him. You gotta trip him, break a kneecap, something. Throw something at him. Throw a chair at him. I don't care what you gotta do. And then you wouldn't join them. Nah.
Clay
did put on one of the greatest playoff performances. Let's not act like it was like, ever. Put up 30. I'm not going to know. I was watching that game and I was just like, this dude is insane. I'll give you that. He went nuts, but you had other games.
That was the game they were going
to. And that was in the Western Conference Finals. And you know who's never had something like that happen in the Western Conference Finals? Dame.
Damn.
Dame literally.
Dame.
But
Dame never had a team that good though. Dame never had.
They were better.
I don't even like. My thing is, I don't care if you lose because you know his team is outmatched.
Just have a good game, like show
have
out.
Some good, have good.
I
games.
got you.
Where's your moments? You know, in the second round, Western. Where are those at?
Where's your moments? You can't blame him. That's all.
Because the thing is, you look at it so much with Portland, and they're like, I don't want to stay on it, but you look at it like, man, if Dame just plays like Dame, they could have beat Golden State without KD.
They could have. They definitely could have. You're right. I mean, they had games. They were up 15, like I said, 15, 16, 10, going into the third or like early in the third. And it was just like, bro, like
and then you just let
you just kind of do what you need to do.
Right. You win these games. And then you just let Steph go hammer time.
He just goes quiet for too long. Like you watch the games and it's like second quarter, Dame really ain't do nothing. Third quarter, Dame really ain't do nothing.
Yeah,
then of course he's chucking shots up trying to catch up. And it's like
because
you down 10 right now, bro, and you got momentum against you.
His game is bunches. He just doesn't. He's not consistent.
Exactly.
Right. And everybody knows what he's going to do. Everybody knows he's going to pull up for a long 3. He doesn't mix up his game enough, and he doesn't create plays for other people enough. And that's what happens to him in the second and third round because they start treating him like, treating him like Steph.
And they blitz him. And the thing is, all they really do is blitz him. Off the
that's what I said. That's the Steph treatment.
Yeah, that's the Steph treatment.
That's the Steph treatment.
And I'm going to say this. This is where when you're elite players have seen every type of defense. Every single type of defense. It probably takes them maybe a game to adjust. Remember with Pat Beverly last year with KD, like I'm Kevin Durant. It takes about, a game and then they adjust. Dame has been getting blitzed and he has the same turnovers every time.
Right.
It's just instead of trying to walk the ball up, just pass it to CJ and initiate your offense that way. This is where I was saying earlier, to allude to my point earlier, about the way Dame and Steph score. Like you don't want your point guard attacking as a primary scorer.
Steph's probably the best get it in the flow of the game, but also still just jacking up ridiculous shots.
He will.
He gives the best balance of that probably of anybody maybe ever.
Right.
He'll just run around screen, but then he'll be like, bow, and hit you real quick too. He'd be like, fuck. And then he'll go back to running around again. Like he'll mix it beautifully. Like, and that's why he's so underrated. As great as he's talked about, he's so underrated for that. But yes, absolutely. He mixes it probably.
So, moving on. I think we wanted to get a little pop culture. I think we wanted to tackle the Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. I've never seen so many male think pieces
Yo, like honestly, I was talking to Reek about it. I'm like, yo, I don't even want to like do this. First and foremost, I got pressured from like the wife. She was like, you gotta talk about women doing stuff. Like, all right, I will. But like, I'm just like, I don't like the song. Not because of the content. I mean, that's a whole nother subject. But I just didn't enjoy the song personally. That's all I got to say. I just didn't think it was a good song. It was okay.
It's not a good song.
Guy from Buffalo made the beat.
I don't give a fuck who made it. It's an awful song. But good for him, and he got the bag. I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
he got the bag.
Got the bag.
Shout him out. Who?
Huh?
Who was it?
Keys. He from Buffalo.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so
That's good. Good for him, man.
yeah,
Shout out Keys. Got the bag. That song's awful though, homie.
yeah.
The whole like I mean I wasn't bothered by I was just shocked by how many dudes had issues with the song. Like
Why did you care?
Dudes,
What?
I saw, I saw like there was like a congresswoman who like shitted on him, and I seen a lot of women saying, "Oh, it's disgusting," and whatever.
it's
I didn't see many guys do that too, though.
It's been a lot of dudes. That's what shocked me. Like,
Interesting.
What do they have to say about it?
Yeah.
women shouldn't be rapping about stuff like that, and
Okay,
look at the stuff they're talking. It's like who?
What?
Why? Who cares? That's what they've been rapping about.
Hold on. Isn't that some of the women that these guys are looking for? Really? Those be the guys that look for those women.
I mean, I do think though. Okay, I don't really care what you rap about. I mean, I think rap is a lot of bullshit anyway.
Entertainment.
But it is entertainment. I do worry that it seems like the most successful female rappers all rap the same way, super overly sexualized, because I want them to feel like they can be successful and still put out content that's not always the same shit. Like, we don't have to have Foxy Brown reinvented, and then Lil' Kim reinvented, and then Trina reinvented, and then Nicki reinvented, and then Meg reinvented, and then Cardi reinvented. It's just like it didn't. Whoever the fuck else, City Girls and all the fucking other people, like,
Bro,
it's the same shit over and over. And I'm like, why can't y'all mix it up and do something different?
You can say that with male rappers too. It's just,
But it spans the gamut way more than female rap.
well,
And that's because of what's being sold and what's being pushed and what's profitable. But that's also
yeah.
part of us to like want other shit. I don't always need my rappers. They don't always have to be half naked in every song. It don't matter. Like, everybody don't rap like Ross. Everybody don't use auto-tune. Everybody don't rap about gangsta shit. That's why I like a Drake and a Kanye before he went crazy as fuck. Because it wasn't about like, yo, I'm a body niggas and da-da-da-da-da-da. It was like, oh, I went to college, or I attempted college, or like, other shit like that. Like, I just want more variation in the female rap game, and I want them to feel like they can do that.
You have it.
But
it's just,
they have
Rap
it.
City, or there's plenty of those. There's plenty of.
It's not nothing that's
What's the
big.
chick from Rochester? What's her name? She with 38 Special and all of that. Shade Noir or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, she
The
got.
hell is that?
Exactly. That's my point. I want more of that push.
I can listen. All I'm.
But here's the thing: is the beat hard though? Like,
yeah. Nah, yo, it's true. Because I prefer, as educated as I am, the music I prefer to listen to is drugs getting sold and people getting shot.
I mean, that's fair, but like, who's rapping that though?
Huh?
Like, but who's rapping that though? Who's the person you getting that content from?
But
Everybody.
But here's the thing.
I mean, but like, in your iTunes, who we gonna find?
Jeezy, Jay-Z.
Okay,
Nas.
stop. Right, those are people who talk about the content, but there's still a skill to it. I'm not listening to everybody.
Fabio.
Nah.
Favi.
Yeah, Favi. If you want to take it to super aggressive, we can go to LEP Bogus Boys. Like, Blood on the Pavement is a work of art.
Right.
Like
real aggressive content.
Yeah, I like aggressive content.
I'm not against aggressive content, but I'm saying I feel like you can run the gamut in male hip hop.
And the most successful rapper that's a woman is that rapper you prefer, though.
Right, but that's the problem. You said what?
Who?
And Lauren.
She's the most successful?
Lauren ain't made an album in 20 years.
But she's
the most successful anything.
She's the standard. What I'm saying is she's the standard.
I think you got to bring that standard to like the 2020s.
No, but
like
she's the standard. Like that's the one. If they like, oh, this is what we want out of our female.
I mean, but the problem is she's the only one. If there was a standard, then that's the problem.
Well,
everybody else is a little Kim clone. I'm just like, I'm over that shit.
But
like,
I also think that the Kim clones make better music than anybody that tries to be like Lauren. See, Lauren made great music. But nobody wants to hear, like, they'll tell you Rhapsody has a good album. No, she doesn't. The album sucks.
You just need somebody who can bring, like, no one was rapping like J. Cole till J. Cole did it. No one was rapping like...
Yes, Fonte was definitely rapping like J.
Cole.
Little Brother?
Yeah.
I mean, there's I guess there's some. My point is,
yeah,
if more people do it and get commercial success, you'll see more of it. I just want to see more Laurens, and I don't need to see less Cardis. I want to just see something besides a Cardi everywhere I
think you're playing a game where it's like the media isn't pushing that, because like I said, I think No Name's last album was dope. I think all her stuff was dope. She raps in a way that is like what you're saying. I don't necessarily like Rhapsody's album, but
I don't listen to women rap. But
well, damn,
that's me.
Wow. Can you elaborate? Can you say what you mean? No, I'll listen to women rap. Whoa,
I don't.
Why?
It's not.
I see why No Name and J. Cole battle each other, because they both are great at putting you to sleep.
The subject.
Yeah, I like that type of music. I be chilling.
J. Cole with the ambient flow.
Yeah,
done.
I be chilling.
The subject matter isn't appealing to me. The subject matter isn't appealing to me. That's why it's not like I'm being a chauvinist or anything. It's just not appealing to me. So
I think it also does. I mean, but again, it doesn't spend.
Just like I don't listen to tons of woman R&B neither, because I can't relate to the emotions. I can't relate to a man cheating on me because that's not my realm.
That's not
what about Young M.A.?
That's not.
Yo,
that's not my realm. I can't.
That's not all. But that's not all the songs, Bill. Come on, bro.
I said women R&B. I'm just saying, like.
But that's not the only subject matter. Men cheated. It's more than that.
What about Young M.A.?
Man, I hope you saw that meme out there saying that Hope Rhoda. Did y'all see that meme?
What?
They like, yo, MMA haven't made Young M.A. haven't made a song in a while. Hope bro not pregnant.
I mean, yo,
Young M.A. just did a song with Fabi. Like,
but it was really funny. Like, I hope
it
bro
was
not
funny.
pregnant.
But like Young M.A. rap about the same stuff that a dude would rap about.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't believe it.
I don't think you're giving it a chance. I don't think you're giving it a chance.
No, I mess with a couple of young M.A. gets busy, and just like you said, Reek, it also is on the beat that they rap on as well. Young M.A. rap on beats I would listen to.
Do y'all know that Young M.A. has like dildos? Did y'all know this?
I didn't know. Nah, I didn't know. I'm proud to say I didn't know.
It's not related to nothing. I just wanted to share.
I'm proud to say I didn't know.
Your businesswoman.
When I found out, I was just like, "Yo, get your chips up." I was like,
"I'm proud to."
She's all in.
I was like a big old, literally.
No, but seriously, that's crazy. That's wild.
Doesn't Rhapsody rap with isn't she like with Kweli?
I don't listen.
God, if she with Kweli, she in trouble. I'm gonna tell you right now.
No, she
rap with him. Rap.
But that's who they normally rap with. Like Kweli.
She that
Most Def.
She that's the thing. I don't listen to backpack rap. Period, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
You need to open your mind, man. Listen to some different stuff.
No, I do. I tried. I
just
did.
named 1,000 things you don't listen to.
Right? Yeah.
I tried.
You just said I don't listen to female rap.
I don't.
Backpack rap.
How about this?
Or Young M.A. Even though her content's the same. I'm just saying that's like 3 different.
It's not my preference. Is that better? I prefer not to listen to that.
That's the same thing you said.
I prefer not to listen to that. I prefer. But also, I don't listen to Common. I don't listen to the.
I mean,
that's
Colin put you to sleep too, though. That's fair.
Exactly. So
Y'all
gonna sit here and tell me y'all don't never want to just chill. Y'all just always hype. Y'all just always on this gangster stuff.
Nah.
Honestly, if I'm gonna listen to something chill,
I'll play Nostradamus.
I would.
Y'all boys don't expand, man. Y'all gotta expand. You boys gotta expand your mind. Listen to some classical. Listen to some reggae.
I listen to classical.
I listen to classical. I listen to a lot of jazz.
Listen to some other stuff.
I listen to a lot of different music, so that's why I know why Rhapsody doesn't take.
I knew you was going
like Cardi B takes.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about this song too, this WAP song. I did think it was cool. They put a lot of like artists in it, like up and comers and shit. Like that was cool. That was nice. Shout out to the ladies. So I mean, that was nice. Although the one shit that they put in there that's like got rich off OnlyFans, I kind of like people like that. But that's just my personal thing. But other than that, that was cool.
Like Safari?
Is that one of them? Yeah.
Can I just add in just real quick?
Go right ahead.
So yeah, you know, you're an artist. You can make whatever you want to make, but read the room. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot happening in the world. I just don't know if that's the type of.
That's actually that's a good point.
Type of you know.
There's a lot of shit you could have done.
That we would need to hear. Right.
I agree. You could have did a lot with your platform that wasn't that at the time and put that shit out in like 3 months.
All right.
I will say this though, like,
can I make a joke?
Yeah, go ahead. It's a good jokey joke.
Just make sure we edit this the right way.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Because you know all that means is I ain't editing shit.
I gotta dip.
It's like to go straight.
Listen,
crazy. What time is it?
Funny, but are you expecting reading period from these two artists?
You're right. You're right about that.
He said reading, like they can't or they choose not to read.
But however, I think they missed a huge opportunity here.
They could have did the ladies' night part 2.
They could have just something like that, but just
was MC Light on that?
I don't know why that's funny, but it sounded funny.
But
I need more of the brat rappers.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't
read the room. That's all I have.
I mean, Cardi has read the room at times. That's the thing. Like Cardi has. Yeah. She's talked about different like political things. She talked about how serious coronavirus was. She obviously more than you would think is somewhat aware. I don't know what Meg. I don't know. I think she's still kind of young, like as far as in the industry and just in life. But Cardi seemingly understands the room and can read it.
No, I was joking, but I really feel like with that, it's always people. I mean, it's more dumb people than smart people.
That's a fact.
So you got to make, if you want to affect the masses, you got to affect the masses, and you got to give them what the people want, especially when they want that from you. Not being funny, people will be totally pissed if Cardi, who made Bickenhead, come back with "We Are the World" Part 2 or 7 or whatever you want to call it. That's just not her. That's not her thing. So
and I mean,
yeah, that's not her market. So as a it's the old saying of like, would you rather look innocent in jail or guilty at home? Because I'm sure she can help more people with the more money she make if that's really what she want to do. Because I could be the sideshow and then help 100,000 people behind the scenes. So if she really passionate about that, go ahead. This might be one of the messages I have to convey to ensure that I can reach my long-term goal. There's nothing wrong with that.
And look at how big the song went. I mean,
yeah, it's
hard to argue with reading the room if the song went like crazy.
Yeah,
everybody singing and
she
shit
read
and
the
doing videos
I
to
think,
it. Like,
but that's a good point too.
Yeah,
Like
so,
and shit, everybody's like, oh my god, yeah, he gonna get this
Her
vibe.
room's
Like
different than mine.
No,
Yeah,
facts.
I think and I think Cardi's on record as saying that, it's a bunch of artists making that type of music, and she even said like she's tried to make songs like that before, but nobody streams them, nobody listens to them. So I'm gonna go with what sells.
and this is her job. This is her job. Like nobody out here doing this for free.
Yeah, I'm not mad at them making a song. I just wish there was a market, and I wish it was pushed more because rap is not controlled by us, and we got to be smart about that. So, like, you need to take more control over what you put out because no one wanted a Drake until Drake came. No one wanted a J. Cole till the J. Cole came. No one wanted a Kendrick till the Kendrick came.
Nah, they were here already.
But no, I mean, they obviously weren't here forever. They had to come out of somewhere.
Well,
and they got pushed.
Rap changes every so often because rap used to be a lyric, and then it went to Kane and what's my man name? Rakim, and then it went to NWA, and then it went to Tribe Called Quest, and then it went to like rap music changes.
But my point is it changes with the people. And no one told them to rap different. They just say, yo, we doing it this way. I just need somebody to come in and be like, we gonna do it this way, and then make it hot.
In 3 years, it's going to be somebody that's the polar opposite of Cardi.
Let's hope.
Just like in 3 years.
I mean, I like Cardi. I mean, I just want some difference.
We'll see about that.
Like Reek.
Right, because it ain't changing women rapping forever. It's been the same shit pretty much.
How about
20 years.
How about this with Reek's point? Because Reek always used this point, like with Kanye. Kanye kind of got 50 out of there. And look at the detrimental. Look at what the music is now.
50 trash music got him out of there, and that's my boy. He started putting out some garbage. You know what it was? He shot all of his. I'll give 50 this. He put so many people on with so much of his shit. He flooded the market with all of his good shit, and then it was just like, I mean, Half Game album was supposed to be his album. You flood out all that shit, and then you overestimate how much they're gonna like your new shit, and it was kind of like, you can't keep that going. Like the DMX thing, you can't keep that buzz hit, and it hits, but it's hard to keep that shit going.
Also, when you start at the top, because 50X, all of them started at the top.
Never had. I mean, he grinded a little bit, but when he got on, it was.
I'm talking about when he hit.
When he hit, it was a wrap.
When you at the top, you could only go down. You can't stay at the top forever. Like this, that's the difference between not being funny like a Jay. Jay was always 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It was never he's it. It's always somebody selling more. He's just in the upper.
Also, 50 got shot in the mouth on the way up, and he couldn't rap the same, so that didn't help him.
So
I think 50 before the shot to the mouth actually rapped different, and probably could have did more shit. Then he had to go to the slow flow, and that was like, all right, but it wasn't the same.
So, it's just like it's even with Griselda, right? With that saying, people like, oh, well, this is what real hip hop, because this the sound, like everybody always say this is what real hip hop sounds like when it's no real hip hop sound. It's just a preference. Like Griselda is a mixture like Wu-Tang, Boot Camp Click, all that super underground rap, and
the perfect recipe for a sausage fest at your shows.
Right.
That's a fact. You ain't nobody I'm happy the homies is on, but ain't nobody checking for that shit at the party.
I legit don't know what y'all like based on this
I like it, but like he's just saying,
Griselda.
like if you go to a concert, don't expect to see no chicks.
I love Griselda.
I love Griselda. They fire, but
5
it's
years
not for everybody.
ago,
Like they're going back to preference. It's not for everybody.
5 years ago, that wasn't what was hot.
5 years ago, it wasn't hot.
2
know,
years
man.
ago, it wasn't hot.
I feel like everybody claimed they want a certain type of music, and then when you get it, you realize you didn't want it in the first place. You wanted that same trash you've been listening to.
Well, yeah, that's your preference.
He said, "Well, yeah, that's your preference."
That's your preference. Like, gee,
but
you said you like distant relatives.
Oh,
say what?
You like
Say what?
Oh, did you say that?
See, that was a hot album. I like reggae.
I mean, it is. I mean,
No.
I can't.
We gonna run the
look at
tech
the
back.
camera and
That's
say
what he
that.
said. I like reggae. That was a hot album.
You can't look at the camera and say you like distant relatives without laughing.
Because it's not even like a real reggae album. That's it's just that shit was just trash. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep.
You know, it is. I can't help it.
You can't.
Dude,
keep
expand it.
Just
You
the
gotta get
relative.
Nas. You gotta get Nas on the show one day. Have him defend himself.
No, he won't.
He won't.
The worst of both worlds.
That's funny.
You can't get mad at an artist for trying something.
Yes, I
Can't
can.
get mad at
I can't get mad at you
Yes,
for.
I can.
Listen,
I can be mad as I
he got
want
a
to
point. I can't get mad at you for trying it, but I can get mad at you for putting it out.
I can get mad at the execution.
Yeah,
I can get mad. You trying. So he never even did a song with reggae before.
Yeah, you keep that to yourself.
I mean, like, as much as I hate him, like, yo, look at Drake collecting all of the cultural infinity stones. It should be okay. I'd be like, I mean,
He from
hate on you, man.
and that's the crazy thing is because Nas is from he from that culture too in a sense. It's a lot
What
of
culture?
It's a lot of Caribbean people in New York. So I'm sure his neighbors is
If you in a black area in New York, you got some Caribbean people around you. Ain't no way around it.
So,
That's a fact.
I'm sure he knows, but it's not his time. Like some people prefer Movado, some people prefer Bob Marley.
A lot of hard.
Some people prefer little horns.
Murder rate.
Yo, he out in full force, ain't he?
Murder rate.
He's out in full force.
Reed come in the next episode with a ski mask on.
Might have to.
Yeah, this dude
The
crazy.
ski mask. That's too much.
Yeah, but honestly, it's just like when you listen to those things and it shouldn't come out. Like Distant Relatives should have never came out.
No, it shouldn't.
What about if female artists make distant relative music, they shouldn't come out?
I mean, that's a good
It's
question.
not all right, guys. It's not my. That's not
I mean,
my
if it was
preference.
female, you wouldn't listen to it though. You already know that.
Y'all know how these things go. Artists, they got hundreds of songs in the chain.
Yep.
Just because they put out a trash 10,
That was like a
they
trash
was experimenting.
Trash 60, a trash
They was
70.
experimenting. They was going down a path. They had a vibe. They was feeling it. Their team ain't executed the right way.
Their team,
Your team should have told you this is stupid off rip.
or he's the artist. Don't make it.
You can't say that because like I make beats. I make beats.
but
I put
who
it
was-
out. A lot of really
who was
trash beats
asking
that I
for-
still put out.
Who was asking for the Nas reggae album? Speaking about talking to your base, who was like, yo, Nas, the streets need this reggae album?
Yes. Yes.
Yo, you tell me. who
So are we
asked
saying
him?
it? Are we saying the same about Snoop? Because he done did every genre.
If we're
But
gonna
Snoop
go
argue
there,
all of them are
Snoop is
trash.
different. And Snoop
I argue
obviously
all of
don't
them are-
care. Yo, Snoop don't care no more. He been rapping 30 years. He don't care. He can like, yo. I'm
Him and
doing
Nas'
country.
album came out the same year.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Snoop got just as many irrelevant albums. Probably
He
more.
has way more
But
hits.
we on
Probably
the
has
East
more.
Coast. But we on the
He
East
has
Coast.
way more
Way
hits.
Not- yeah.
We
And
on
we
the East
don't.
Coast.
Yeah.
We don't care.
And gee, that was the sole reason you went for DMX. So
Oh, I'm already
East Coast
biased.
East Coast
Yeah.
bias. East Coast bias.
Open with it.
yeah. So, but the thing is like I just feel like when they don't supposed to come out just because you make them, they don't supposed to come out.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
Plenty of shit gets scrapped if you think
You-
about
you-
it. Like, plenty
you-
of shit gets scrapped.
A quarterback can throw backwards, but should they throw backwards?
I'll
Damn,
argue.
He said some of Nas' albums is a fucking throw backwards.
I'll argue that
least
in the digital age of music, putting music out is not as important as people think. It's a throwaway. In this age of digital music, it's just a throwaway. So just put it out.
Yeah,
Who cares?
but those Nas
Rate,
albums
murder
they
rate,
come out in
murder
the
rate.
digital age. Those Nas albums they come out in the digital age.
I'm arguing for the digital age.
Oh, okay, all right.
I was
Just
about to
saying.
say, Nas doesn't work hard enough for throwaways.
Those Nas albums they come out in the digital age.
Yeah. When is become a Nas diss podcast? What's up? What's the next topic? What's the next topic?
Hey, let's
we
talk
gon-
about LeBron.
we going diss
Hey,
Master
wait.
P next. What we going do that?
No,
Yo,
Have
Master
y'all
P the
watched
GOAT.
have
Come
y'all
on,
watched
Master
man.
P the GOAT.
No, it's
Come on,
good.
man.
His
No,
documentary
yeah.
is good.
Who, Master P?
Yeah,
Yeah, he not a good rapper at all, but he the
he's a
GOAT.
great hustler.
Or you want to say that, Reek? What you want to do? You want to say that? Or you want to hit that now?
Yeah, Reek, go with it. He calls P the luckiest. He first got lucky.
Say that, Reek. Say that because
well, you go like want me to go in. Percy is lucky. It's like Percy sucks. Like
yeah, we know that.
He called that man Percy. He called by his first name.
Because like first of all, I got a little irritated because people were saying, you know, they get these stupid, well, Diddy, Master P is everything Diddy wish he was, or Master P is everything Jay wishes he was.
Nah.
If Diddy and Jay switched money with Master P right now, like Percy got lucky, okay, for his little time period or whatever the case may be. But they'll sit there and go through this whole list of all the people Diddy done screwed over and all this other stuff. But you can't find any Percy Miller artist that's doing good right now. Where's Mr. Servon?
He got one eye.
Where's Cain and Abel?
They in jail for murder.
Who complaining about him though? Nobody's complaining about him.
Because nobody cares enough.
Yeah. Nobody's complaining about him because they ain't have nothing in the first place from him.
They was all going gold and platinum.
Can't fall from the top when he was never there.
I mean, I can't think of one rapper under him that was at the top. That's a fact.
Nah, Silky Shocker was number one.
Yeah.
In
how
what?
long? For what?
That's his brother. That don't count.
Oh.
He said,
Mystical.
He had a time.
Yeah.
He had
Mystical
an
had a
album.
time.
And that was it.
Let's look up No Limit artists.
He sold 70 million records.
Do you at least appreciate what he did?
I think what Reek is saying is that it's overrated when you compare him to what Diddy is,
right,
what Jay is, or what Dre is. Like,
right,
I mean,
he had a moment in time. You know what I mean? Like,
have a moment though.
It was a giant moment. It was huge.
Yeah,
it was huge, but then it's like Cash Money came in and took it right over because they had people that actually rap. And
that wasn't his business model.
Gee, that might be the funniest thing I've ever heard you say in my life.
Sorry, I wasn't looking forward from albums from Mercedes and Magic and Truth and Big Ed and Crazy and Sonya C and KLC Skullduggery.
Yo, this is a list of all time fuckery. Like
Moby Dick.
This is an all time list of like what the
Young
fuck
Bleed,
rappers.
Lil Soldiers, Prime Suspects.
What we're saying is he had the bag and then he fumbled it with these rappers.
No, they were selling records. All of them sold records.
To who?
Y'all saying he fumbled the bag, but all he had was a distribution deal. So if he sold 10,000 records, he still probably made more money than somebody with a deal.
No,
he did. Like, I don't take anything away from Master P.
His business acumen.
But the thing is, Master P hasn't been relevant. That's why Master P's on reality TV.
That's true.
Because if he was on Jay's level,
director.
Yeah, right. He quit. I don't like the way you guys are putting this out about Romeo. Shut up.
He's not relevant. He's not been relevant for some time.
He hasn't been relevant in a long time. So, like, I don't know why people are like, oh, why? Because he makes his own noodles? Because he puts his face on everything? He shot I got the hookup too with his iPhone. Are you kidding me?
There's a lot of major productions getting shot with iPads and iPhones right now, though.
My whole thing is just like,
don't say major productions, G.
It's like that episode of Black AF when Kenya Barris was talking about black people need to hold each other accountable for their content and the quality of their work.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit there and pretend like Master P put out quality work. He put out terrible movies and terrible albums. I don't care who he gave money to.
But that's not his business model. Somebody bought him. He controlled all the everything else, production, distribution.
You know what? If he controlled all of that stuff, then he should have more money than he has.
Who knows how much money he has?
That just means good at business.
His net worth is like 200 mil. It's for somebody like has been doing it as long as he's been doing it. That's kind of shitty.
You said his network is how much?
200 mil.
That's a hell of a net worth.
Yeah, he come from nothing. That's crazy.
I mean, not to be looked
Compared
at
to-
as like the guys that he's compared to. No,
Right.
I mean,
They're
Jay worth a
they're-
billion. Look
right.
it
They're
up.
approaching billion. He's going like his
Dre's
money,
like 800 mil, like or so, or 900 mil. Like I'm just
Right.
saying, like, and he started technically before them, or like around the same time he look at Dre. But like, I mean, dude, like
P's money is going further down.
compared to
P
rappers,
not taking
yes.
P not taking advantage of artists. He giving them he giving them all their tracks. He
It's
giving
not
them all their
hard to give-
masters.
It's not hard to give Mr. Serve on $500.
Yo.
I bet you, if anybody tweets or gives a comment to Mr. Serve on right now on Instagram, he'll probably respond to it because he ain't doing nothing.
Yo, can we get him? Can we get him on the show? Can we get him on the show?
You probably could.
Yo,
You
listen,
probably
son.
could.
Yo, somebody find his credentials. Yo, what's up, man? Give us the scoop on Masterpiece. Have him on the
You hating?
Yeah,
My,
like
man,
everybody,
my man out here.
people-
my man out
people
here.
act
Opposed,
like Master P has 100% happiness rate with his artists.
Nobody
Which just ain't true.
100% happiness.
No,
rate.
and that's what I'm
I'm not
saying.
that.
That's what a lot of people saying.
You talking to us?
But the thing with, in my opinion, or when as we were discussing this, with P, and just like Greg said, his business model, he never was in to make music for the long haul. He saw it as a hustle, and then he went on to something else. So when he said that's not his business model, it really wasn't. His thing's like, yo, I'm going to flood the market, I'm going to cash out, and then I'm going to move on to something else.
So
That's why he's like,
what is his business like?
like he
Furniture.
diversified himself in everything. So he made noodles, shoes,
Yeah, but
movies.
the
All of
thing
them
is,
are bad. But
that's what
he
I'm
does
saying.
make-
That's what I'm saying. I
He
don't
said,
like.
that's what I was saying. It's all bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care how good your business model is if you're putting out crap products. Eventually, you're gonna end up like he is now. Nobody's gonna buy no Master P noodles.
Let's see, Master P noodles.
But
You know
look,
what
but
it's
look,
gonna buy?
but wait, but you can't say that because you support some bullshit too. You
Like
support
what?
some other bullshit. Like we'll listen. We'll buy some regular ass. We'll buy like rap snack. Well, that's him. That's him too.
I'm not buying any rap snacks.
I haven't bought a rap snack,
I like
I'm
Lay's.
just.
and that ain't even Master P. That's like he just partnered with some people that ain't from Philly.
It's a black dude from Philly. It's black owned though, but it's a black dude from Philly. Who
Yeah,
owns it.
Master P. See, this is the thing I don't like, because Master P will get on you saying you should be supporting black business, but he's giving you poor quality.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't
That's
sit
what
there
a
and
lot
tell
of
me.
black businesses do. Support black
Yeah.
businesses, but then get shit when you do it. Like, nah.
Right.
Or bad service. But
Right,
Don't tell me-
right.
Right.
Like,
Don't
people-
tell me I should buy the Medicine Men album because it's black
no,
and
it's
you
a
put
bad-
it out.
It's a bad album.
It's awful album.
Hold
It's
on.
awful music. Don't tell me I should go spend 2 hours to watch I Got the Hook Up 2.
Yeah. You watched I
Because
Got
it's
the Hook
black.
Up 1.
What?
You watched I Got the Hook Up 1.
See, wait, he's like, what?
You didn't like I Got the Hook Up 1?
No.
I did.
It wasn't a good. It wasn't a good movie. Let's just keep it a buck.
It didn't age well, but at the time,
I mean, most shitty movies.
Yeah,
don't
at
age
the
well.
time you was a kid. That's why.
I mean,
You
yeah,
realize
you
how
talking
bad
about,
it
you talking about
was.
real young.
Dope.
I mean, when did that come out? I Got the Hookup.
probably like
That was a while ago.
99.
Anybody seen Foolish?
Yeah, I seen Foolish.
Yeah. That's all right.
I like Red Fox shoes on the bottom of the bathroom stall.
I'm done. I have nothing.
This is what like any black film was like back then. So you got to dog all them jokes.
to who? In
Oh my god.
Nah, there's
Maybe a
some.
rapper.
Anything
Maybe a
produced by
rapper.
Cold Black look like this.
Yo, Cold Black.
Cold black movies they have some better movies than that.
They look just like this. Anything produced by Cold Black is the same thing.
Nah, I Got the Hookup was pretty bad. It
Yo,
was.
that's funny, Reek. Red Fox shoes. That was really funny.
Like, yeah, that's my thing about Master P. Like I never like Master P to me because Master P never put out quality work to me.
Now
So
he doesn't.
So and that's my whole thing.
You can't
like,
argue
I don't
that
understand
shit.
like why we should like. I'm not gonna sit there and praise somebody for putting out bad crap.
But like for me, like that goes to a bigger point. People actually do pay for service because me and Reek, I could say I don't know how you guys feel about Chick-fil-A, but I actually like Chick-fil-A, right?
Nah,
And it's
trash.
Come on, G.
Chick-fil-A is a phenomenal establishment.
G, you're just a Quatarian, man. No
Trash.
way.
I've never
No
had a
way.
sandwich. Never had a sandwich from that place.
You said you what?
Never had a sandwich from that place.
Oh, that's why you never had it. Never mind.
Chick-fil-A is probably the greatest chicken
Y'all boys
sandwich
tripping.
ever, and it's by far the best service I've ever received
Right.
from a fast food establishment ever. I've been in line. I was in Carolina visiting my sister. I was in line, like 5-10 cars behind. They were like, "F this," came outside with notepads, took my order down. I was out of that line in 3 minutes. I'm sorry. You can have 2 cars in front of you at McDonald's. You're going to be there for an hour and a half. I'm
Yep.
just saying, ain't nothing like that service. Like, that's why even through all of, like, the kind of stupid shit they've done, like, publicly in the media and all of that, I'm just like, damn it, man. But they are so damn nice when you walk in. And the food be made well, and there's not no, and if there's something wrong, oh, I'm sorry, here's a fresh sandwich. We're doing some fries for you. Have a good day. God bless. You'd be like, shit.
I'm
You
coming
want
back.
more
I'll come back
sauce?
here tomorrow. Like, right, not the whole, go to McDonald's and be like, yo, can I get extra sauce? It's 72 cents. Like, yo, why are you screaming at me about this sauce? Not at Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying.
But
Just saying. It's not
So,
the same.
that's
Different vibe.
that's the point when
Master P is Hardee's.
he never put out what you say?
Master P is Hardee's.
I'll say he's Hardee's or Carl Jr.'s if you're a Lakers fan. Like, he's Hardee's. Master P is definitely Hardee's. Like, that's the perfect. Yeah, he's Hardee's.
That's fine.
He's Hardee's. But that goes on with the quality. That's why I always tell like people that sometimes quality does over. It will beat quantity over the long run.
Oh yeah,
It's the old saying of like with Master P, how the reason why his net worth isn't up according to whatever Forbes
It's
is.
200 million.
No, it's good.
No,
I'm just saying for a
I
guy
said
that's been a
up.
boss for so long.
Up, and I'm not judging him. Like he's extremely successful,
Right.
because he had a short run opposed to a longer run. Puff, Jay, Dre, all of those guys that's at the top of the Forbes have had a 20-year run and not a 5.
They put out quality shit.
Yeah, but they done
projects.
quality, not just music. They done everything.
Right, everything that does quality.
Quality.
Right.
Sean and John, when it came out, was actually quality clothing. It's good shit.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't.
Do
They
you
had
know
its
anybody
one.
that wore P. Miller jerseys and throwbacks?
They trying to make one.
Them shits was
But
the
I never
worst.
understood why you called them throwbacks because nobody wore their jerseys before.
Reek, man, just all right, Reek.
We got
You gotta
shit.
take the
Next
do-rag
episode,
off,
just
man.
come with the gun. Man.
Had a,
Come with a gun with a serial number scratched off on it.
blood splattered on the ski mask.
Yeah,
just ready.
Shit get uglier than the Master P sneaker.
That-
Ooh,
Hey,
bars.
let's go, Banks.
Yo, he was killing that. Was that the victory joint, right?
That was a victory.
Yeah.
That's just that
Banks
victory.
my top 5 lyricists all time. Maybe top 3.
He was
top
rapping.
3.
But that it just proved the point. Master P was like, well, I'm just going to make my own stuff. I'm going to say, I don't care how bad it is. Why would I want a Hornets jersey with P. Miller on the front?
He played for him.
But
I seen Percy play. I was
He
at the
could-
preseason game in
he can
Toronto.
play.
He cannot play.
Yo, speaking of
He
people
said
that want
with
to
a little
play,
conviction.
what about your other Carolina boy that wants to play? Your
Jermaine?
boy J. Cole. J. Cole, he said, well, I guess don't worry much tired of my raps. I'm gonna go play for the NBA.
I hope
Like-
he's more exciting in his raps.
No,
Layup.
J. Cole, like, think about this. J. Cole can't even play his music on the layup line.
Jay ain't gonna be taking a nap. Coach,
You can get punched by 20 as soon as you play that J. Cole.
Ready for the game? Nah, I
Nope.
was.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for a nap.
No, I'm tired. I'm tired now.
What you mean? This ain't shoot
haters.
around?
No, but
J.
Haters.
Cole, the
thing
Cole,
is-
the basketball.
the
player.
thing is,
Haters.
I think he's actually using that as a marketing tool, right? Because the whole thing about dream and living it. How about this, man? That's the problem, I think. A lot of people some dreams not for you.
That's a fact.
Dreams are meant to be dreams. Like everybody, like, hey, man, all of us wanted to be in the NBA or NFL at some point, right? That wasn't for us. It's time to grow up. Time to wake up. It's time to wake up. You can't sleep your way through it. Let's wake up and live your life instead of sleeping.
He's making money doing that. He can do whatever he wants.
I just think he got to where he makes so much money he can just have eccentric.
J. Cole
dreams.
makes great money putting people to sleep.
Yeah, nah.
Yo, there's a value in that. People
Yeah, I'm done with you. I'm done with Reek.
People need
yo.
that. Some people have a hard time going to sleep. Throw that joke, the J. Cole album on.
Put that NyQuil on, that J. Cole.
Put the NyQuil on.
My man is Snoop. Not, and yeah, his another type of music I don't prefer.
J. Cole?
Not
J.
new
Cole?
J. Cole.
Yeah, not new J. Cole. New J. Cole's rap.
Like,
You said that same thing about Ross though, Reek. You said Ross is putting people to sleep.
Ross don't say nothing.
I mean,
Ross,
Yeah.
like his beats, they not like he ain't as bad as J.
They're
Cole.
musical.
I was just
They're
talking about like in a battle, like you're not gonna dice pineapple me after I love them strippers.
I'm
Like, it's
actually I feel hurt that he got beat that badly in that battle.
Everybody say he won because they prefer it. They a fan.
right. They looked
But
at it like they
he
weren't.
won.
It was almost like they weren't watching or listening to the battle or playing the music. They just looked at the list like, well, this song is better than that song. This song is better than that song. This song is better than that song.
I mean,
It's
2
like-
Chainz won for one reason. There's only one reason that he won.
He brought out the essential workers.
Yeah,
Yes.
essential workers.
This is the only reason why he won. I mean, it wasn't fair at this point. I didn't hear anything else Ross played after that.
I like the energy. I like that energy.
I like that energy. I mean, it was good energy. I was just like, yo, he won.
Yeah, right.
He beat him on features. I was just
But the thing is, what people don't realize, everybody talk about how strong his catalog is. Ross' catalog is really, it's a lot of songs. All of his good songs have a feature. Every single one.
that's fair.
Every
Yeah.
single one.
That's fair.
Except Hustlin'.
I thought that would be around.
And then the remix have Jay and Jeezy.
And that's around too, but that's definitely a feature.
You get what I mean? Like every song has a feature, whether it's a legendary singer like a Raphael Sadiq or CeeLo or something like that. It's always he's a great executive producer.
Is Sadiq legendary? Would we say he's legendary?
Raphael Sadiq?
Yeah, he got hard.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
he's a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
Legendary?
For
He's
sure.
a legend.
Yeah,
No, he's a legend.
yeah.
For sure.
I don't know if I agree with that.
He's a legend. Like he's
Tony,
Why
yeah,
not?
Tony, his solo projects is
in the writing.
for writing and producing.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He'd be somebody I would not try to battle.
Yeah, he's like Jonte Austin.
Who would you have battle him?
Raphael Sadiq.
Yeah.
Jonte Austin and him, or Brian Michael Cox, something like that.
Yeah, I Brian Michael Cox. But if you got to pick like an artist, like somebody that
Who's another like
D'Angelo.
songwriter?
D'Angelo.
Maxwell.
That'd be interesting. Maxwell be interesting.
D'Angelo. Maxwell more than D'Angelo because Maxwell got a lot of work.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
D'Angelo and Raphael Sadiq have similar vibes though.
Yes.
Yeah. But so do Maxwell.
Maxwell got to battle somebody like a Kim.
Yeah. I like that better.
Yeah, but Maxwell,
Okay,
remember,
yeah.
Maxwell had the joint, the no comb hair, that was it the no comb hair phase? Like they were wearing the kufis, not the kufis, the beanies. Maxwell was making that music for a while. You know what I'm talking about? He was dressing like Common in a sense, making that Common music when he was with Badu.
I remember that.
Like,
I remember that.
you know what I'm talking about. Y'all laughing, but you don't shake your head. You know that era. Like them dudes was like, man, this you gotta be hot. They wearing this in the summertime. Like I know you sweating, boy. I know you sweating, boss. Like they
made good music.
Yeah, they do. But you know, he was in that era for a minute. Neo Soul, that's the name of it. He was in that Neo Soul range.
I never really loved that vibe though. It was alright.
What do y'all like, man?
But
I mean, it's alright.
I like
Jill Scott and Erykah Badu was a Neo Soul battle.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Yeah, I like that type of music. I like that music. How about that one?
But they're made by women. Are you sure?
Yeah, those are
women R&B.
You just said you don't like women R&B.
I don't like a lot of women R&B, but I
like those two. Okay.
Yeah,
I want to just clarify.
I like Jill, like Beyonce.
That's regular R&B.
I say Beyonce has more songs about men than
She can sing.
She made a whole career about that shit career about that shit.
She can sing, and I've seen her perform twice, and boy, can she perform!
I don't know what the fuck you like.
So what female artists don't you like that sings?
Like, let's narrow that down.
Not. Never mind. I had a bad joke. I'm not saying it.
Nah, you should at this point.
Nah.
What, Janae Aiko?
No, I seen her perform with Drake when she came with Drake. She puts a good show on too. That's not my.
So you like her though?
No, I wouldn't listen to her music, but she puts a good show on. She puts a good show on. Like she performs well.
We're just saying, like you
I'm
said you didn't like any female artists.
So like I don't get. No, he performs well. I just can't listen to it.
Summer Walker, SZA.
Nah, SZA cold though. She's cold.
Right, well, it looks like we're trying to wrap this one up.
Yeah, she's cold. She's cold.
So, in other news, we need to talk about Tyson. Tyson dusting off the gloves
On Roy Head.
He gonna dump on that.
Yeah,
dude.
well, yeah, they pushed it back. They pushed it back
because of the Rona.
Yeah, but I think that's good because I think it'll build up more for the fight. So
and hopefully they push it back and so people can actually be in the stands to see a murder.
Oh my God!
Not literally, but a beating.
I mean, you know what? The tail of the tape, they're actually not that far apart in actual like size.
But they are.
Just thinking
they are though.
I mean, as far as weight, I mean, because like technically, I mean, I think.
Two different body frames.
Tyson has, I think Tyson carries the weight more naturally, 100%. But I just think of Tyson as being just this, fucking bully. Just he gonna go in there and be like, I want to eat his kids, like, and he gonna go in there and just crush homie.
See, the thing is,
but then again, that was like 15 years ago. I mean, even before then, when he was really that dude.
The thing is, Tyson can take a punch. We've all seen it. We all know Roy can't take a punch.
Roy Jones has been forced to lean back.
No, countless times. Like Tyson been knocked. He lost by knockout, but he's never like sleep. It's like, oh, okay, I'm done. He's more so he quitting than he get knocked out, put to sleep. Roy has been put to sleep. Like smelling salt.
Like J. Cole album sleep.
Yeah. Multiple.
I just think for a realistic take, if Roy can get past the first 2 rounds, he can win the fight. Yeah, he can win the fight because Mike hasn't fought in 15 years. And
I mean, didn't Roy retire in like 2008? And he around the same?
Roy was getting knocked out all the way into the teams.
Yeah.
Really?
Roy was fighting like last year.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I think he retired.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Like
Roy, he got knocked to sleep. He's been put to sleep by everybody.
Yeah, so he doesn't have ring rust, and he's not going to get as tired as Mike. because Mike, like first couple rounds might be all right, but I think he'll get tired. But Roy just got
I do think it's gonna have to
Storm.
be a quick fight. He gotta catch one of them flush hooks on him and just put him down.
Yeah, if he survives the Storm.